I wanted to reciprocate the amount of work that teams have put in on our program by sharing with you in this video my point of view and my feedback as a client, as an executive. So in this video, I will be sharing with you my feedback as a business report. So I read the reports as a business report. I treat them as a business report. I do not treat them as an academic report. So generally, I think all the reports that were submitted had a lot of academic theories and a lot of formulas and a lot of numbers all over the place. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I feel in order for this to be more realistic, this exercise, this project to be more realistic, I needed to grade this or review it, at least not grade, but review it as a business report, as if we were already in the real world and you were doing this to really help us grow our business. And I think the theories are good. The academic theories are good. They help as justification when you propose certain things that we should do. But the most important aspect of this really are action points, and I'll cover a bit more in the next scene. Okay, so I think firstly, all the cities that were recommended to us by the X-Culture teams who worked on the Get Out events business make a lot of sense. They are 100% right until proven wrong, and that's what business really is. So many of you, if not all of you, have answered the question, where do we go next? The question of where do we go next has been answered by every single team who submitted a report on our business. I think the biggest challenge and the biggest hurdle that you face is, what do we do there? How do we get there? What are the action plans that we need to take? And the feeling that I get as I read through it is, I think most of you who submitted for this X-Culture challenge is that you still treat this as an academic paper. I think very few of you actually treat this as a business paper. I think very few of you have designed it to be very realistic in the business world. And I use this as an example. So let's say you were proposing that we should move to the Philippines, or we should expand to the Philippines. And one of the proposals for marketing is we should run Facebook ads. One thing that I find missing in the reports is running Facebook ads is a no-brainer. You sort of have to do it if you're in business, right? Regardless of what business you are in. So you have to do it. Everyone knows that. I think what will make these reports more useful and more interesting is giving very realistic examples. So many of you, I think all of you, have actually found competitors and thankfully identified the right competitors to our business in a different city. So that's good. So why do you not build upon that research and give examples by saying, okay guys, you should expand to the Philippines. And in order to get market share, to let people know who you are, when you move to the Philippines, you've got to run Facebook ads. And I propose you run $10,000 a month on Facebook ads because of the following reason. A, two of your biggest competitors do that. B, we've done a survey and we found out that many corporate HR people are on Facebook and they follow this specific page. So run Facebook ads on this topic using this angle because your competitors are doing it, your prospects are here, and specifically they spend this amount of money, so you should also probably spend a similar, if not more, money in order to get somewhere in a new city. That's how I would suggest. I wouldn't say run Facebook ads because it's great. Run Facebook ads because there are 10 million Facebook users in the Philippines, so you should just run it. It's sort of like telling me to run a Facebook ad and throw some spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. I'm never gonna do it. But if you had told me that my biggest competitor in the Philippines was running Facebook ads. These are the ads that they run. They use video and they don't use still images. They use this type of video. Their videos are 35 seconds long, 70 seconds long, 90 seconds long, and therefore we should just do something very similar and use that as a model as we build our own marketing plan. Absolutely, 100% I would try it. So I hope that more teams would actually put in some comparison and bring in some reference to competitors before proposing action plan that has to be taken when we expand to a new city. So one thing that I liked is a lot of you did a lot of in-depth research about how to set up a business in a different city. So these are things, of course, that's available online, but I know it takes a lot of time to do. So thank you very much for taking that time to put in so much detail in telling me and telling my team how we can open an actual entity in the city of our choice. With that information, at least we're able to know how easy or how difficult it is to do business in that new city, and that will help us in our decision when we decide to expand to a new place.